the last time. Titanic, fare you well. Just then there came a shout. Everybody wondered what that noise was about. They cried, Mary, Titanic, fare you well. Soon after this sad fact, they found the Titanic had broken half. They cried, Mary, Titanic, fare you well. When Mr. Smith received the sound, he ordered the lifeboats down. They cried, Mary, Titanic, fare you well. Then from the men they raved and cursed when the captain said women and children all free. They cried, Mary, Titanic, fare you well. It was out in the midst of the sea, nothing but water and icebergs could be seen. They cried, Mary, Titanic, fare you well. When Mr. Astor kissed his wife goodbye, didn't know that he kissed his wife goodbye. He cried, Mary, Miss Astor, baby, fare you.
So
all
first,
good.
thank you guys very much for the subs and resubs. Thank you, Libris, for the resub, and also gifting out 5 subs yourself.
You
Liberian
enjoy
and
it.
Tripp, thank you for the 43 and 69 months. Giggity. And now Variel coming in with an
Yeah,
86
86.
month.
I think even
Thrice.
with Game Wisp, that's almost 100 months of subs.
It's over 100 now, because Game Wisp, I think we got up to 18?
Yeah, that seemed about right. Yeah.
Between 15 and 20 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, over 100, Variel, all in. Thank you very, very much. I definitely appreciate that support, guys. It helps me out a lot. Saving up for a wedding, so that's
Yeah, I know how much.
it's a
I know
lot.
how much those cost?
It's a lot. So we're gonna DIY as much of our wedding as we can. You know, make our own table centerpieces and things like that. Because between Scarlett and I, we're pretty crafty.
Yeah, I think it's cooler that way, anyways.
I got
Exactly
married.
what we did.
I got married at the Fort Hood Officers Club, even though I'm not an officer, and I'm
nice.
not stationed at Fort Hood.
Can I do that?
If you want, but the power went out 30 minutes before the wedding started.
Perfect.
Luckily, somebody had a bunch of tea candles, though. So we got to have kind of a romantic candlelight wedding.
Honestly, that's kind of like it's almost like failing forward in a sense.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I
like-
mean?
it's
Because
like
that actually
serendipitous.
does sound cooler.
Uh-huh.
The guy with those
have, like, a
candles just had them on
medieval
hand. He's
kinda-
like, one day someone's gonna need these.
No, it was my wife's friends. She had like a bunch of tea candles in her car for some reason. And we're like, fuck them, get them out.
It's like getting married in the Middle Ages.
Mm-hmm.
All you needed then was a castrati tenor singing some hymns.
It was just like completely silent, like because I'm up with the preacher, and then he announces, and my wife comes down the way. Her dad was in a wheelchair, so he couldn't walk her down the alley, but he was like, "I give her away," and like in the back, it was just completely dead silent. That's all I remember from my wedding. How silent it was.
Well, yeah, because like any facility is going to have some kind of like background mechanical hum from climate control fans, whatever the fuck.
Nope, completely dead. Silent as the grave.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Actually, glad it all worked out. And kudos to whoever's keeping a trunk full of tea candles. Got some doomsday preppers at your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when Tripp and I got married, I DIY'd like so much of it.
Yeah, and it was beautiful. Like you
And
did a really good job.
I think I
with
did
that.
a pretty damn good job.
You did an
But
amazing
also,
job.
yeah, it also rained like hard all day up until like 30 minutes before the ceremony. The sky cleared up, the sun came out, the ground mostly dried up, and I was like, yes! Thank you, sky! Now I don't have to be outside getting rained on while I walk down.
If it was also raining, you probably would have gotten hypothermia because it was pretty cold.
It was cold. I was wearing a strapless dress and it was like 50 degrees. It was very cold. And I'm glad I because I didn't wear like actual lipstick. I did like, it's this like lip stain stuff where you put it on and it dries and then you like peel it off and it just leaves a stain like color behind. I'm glad I did that because I'm pretty sure my lips would have been like blue otherwise because of how fucking cold I was.
But still, it was a great time. Good times had by all. And like you weren't really out there that long. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
I think
we were only
everybody kind
outside
of
for,
tried
like,
to hurry it
an
along
hour,
before.
hour and a half at most.
Yeah.
If that, because the ceremony part was pretty short, and then we were outside taking pictures for a little bit. But yeah, it wasn't that long. It was very cold.
So anyway, I'll toss it over to Libris to recap. And what are we doing? Why are we here?
Okay. You guys are in kind of a pickle. Had some combat encounters last session. What's going on? What's this picture in front of us? Like I said, if you see a Toyota Corolla or a modern junction box, just pretend it doesn't exist.
I can do that. I do that now. Actually, isn't like Toyota Corolla like, or am I thinking of something else? I want to say it's a Toyota. It's always like the top selling car, like the last 15 out of the last 20 years, something like that.
Almost certainly. Well, outside of America, it's probably the Toyota Hilux, which is the pickup they won't import to America.
Yeah.
That thing's awesome.
Yeah, so it's the one that all the militias mount anti-aircraft guns to.
And the ones that you see in the Amazon and also in the desert, just anywhere on Earth.
Mm-hmm. But regardless of that, where are you guys? What's going on?
I forget where we left off.
I forget the name of the island, but we had island hopped again after encountering Fish Beast.
Mhm. You are on Long Island.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Just to bring you quick to the island map. That's where you're at. And you're in the center part where you have an asylum for homeless and the drunks.
And we had sent Normal in to do a little bit of spying, a little bit of snooping around, and he got socked in the face.
Mm-hmm. This island seems to be full of very not nice people.
At least it used to.
You guys did come across a glyph of some kind. Do you remember what it was?
It's at the
Looks like
bottom
a
of
thumbprint.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a thumbprint.
a thumbprint or an eye, some
Mhm.
weird spiral. It's the
That's right.
Childress cult from True
Yeah.
Detective.
Oh, is it? I've never seen True
The
Detective,
spiral
so-
cult. Yeah. That's what it made me think of, but I love the first season of True Detective. I think it's like one
So
of the best
good.
things that was ever
It's
on
very good.
television.
Okay, I'll have to check that out then.
Oh, it's just the perfect detective show.
Okay. Okay, do you guys know why you're here?
There was a red light coming from this way.
Yeah, when you were on the boat, you saw a red light coming from the easterly direction when you were on the water. And you were fleeing from Spectacle Island.
Yeah, weren't we trying to gather some information on the factory that's adjacent to us?
Mm-hmm. So let me just bring it back to the island map so you can see what's going on. You started off on Thompson Island. You had some violent encounters there and burned down a house. You moved to Spectacle Island. There was a factory, and you had a run-in with a fishman in the forest, and you decided to run away. And you landed on Long Island, where you're currently running around an asylum. So it's a bit of a confusing time here, because you guys seem like you're a chicken with the heads cut off. You don't have much information. You're just kind of fleeing from encounter to encounter. How are you feeling about that?
It worked out for Scooby-Doo.
So it's just it's a bit of a confusing time here. It's kind of based upon your actions on Thompson Island there. So you've thrown things into disarray and you're feeling the effects of that.
What was the last thing that happened?
You guys went into one of the far houses of this asylum, and you murdered 2 cultists.
Yeah, I've got the syringe of death.
Yeah. You got the old aortic embolism. And you do seem to be finding a suspicious amount of gold. Something to keep in mind. And I believe you had sort of peering out the windows, and you observe several other figures, sort of ne'er-do-well kind of types, walking around this campus. So with that in mind, I turn it back to you guys.
The people that are outside, I assume they're carrying some kind of lamps or... I don't think... Did we cover this before? Were flashlights really a thing? Oh, okay, that's right. I feel like it was starting
if it's
to get
daytime,
dark.
look, I don't remember. Do you remember leaving it off daytime or nighttime?
I remember it was daytime.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see like everything that was around me when I was doing.
Maybe
stuff.
I was just picturing a night scene in my head. That's totally possible.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll say it's daytime. And you see a couple of guys walking around in big suits. Maybe a couple ladies as well. Kind of rough-looking people. Similar to the 2 you just dispatched in that small little house over on the left.
Oh, okay. So we're over here? Ping.
You'd be over here somewhere.
That's weird. Why am I not pinging?
Skill issue.
Maybe. That's bizarre.
Make sure you are clicked on select instead of pan.
Yeah. Weird. I'm not worried about it right now.
Okay, yep. This little guy over here.
That's what I thought.
And just various points throughout the campus, like over here, maybe further down here, you kind of see some distant figures, just similar looking thug kind of people walking around.
Does there appear to be an area that has more activity than other areas? Like a sort of central hub of activity, sort of?
From your point of view, you can't see because this building right here is just kind of blocking most of the way.
Gotcha. Well, what do you guys think we should do?
Yeah, I don't know. Like we came over here because we were looking for information about the other place, but I'm not 100% sure.
Hey,
I know we looted the bodies. Did we check the building that we're in? Like, what basically, I want to figure out what was the point of these guys being in this particular location. Like, were they guarding something?
Okay.
Were they
I
lookouts?
would say that you weren't able to learn why they're here. I do remember you guys looting some gold off of them.
Yeah, I guess I'll take a look around the. You said it's like a house or cottage that we're in.
Yeah, yeah. Think of it just kind of like a guardhouse, but these two guys were like sleeping in here.
All right, I'll take a look around. See if I
Okay.
can find anything.
You see a small kind of like day bed or maybe nap bed with a nightstand at the head, and the bed sits underneath a window. And then cross section to that, there's a small little desk above a mirror where the guy was shaving, who you were able to attack successfully. And then there's a small little bathroom next to that. And then you have a door on either side of the building, north and south.
I'll check the nightstand.
I believe you have already checked it.
Okay.
And whatever items you found last time were in.
Think maybe we should go examine the thumbprint thing.
The one outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the thumb pit would be on the like main road, like kind of over here. So you are gonna have to like walk outside to do that.
Oh, it's not over here?
No.
He was just
So there's,
using
like,
that area
That's
as
just a
like,
representation.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys like hop the fence over near this area where the main road is more like over here.
I gotcha.
Well, we should try to figure out what's happening on this island, or at least what that red light was. So my mind immediately goes to violence, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe we could yoke one of these people up and drag them in here for a little interrogation. But
Possible.
if anybody else has a better idea, I'm willing to explore that. You're muted, Sippy.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm sitting
No
at
problem.
5 of 10 health, so I may want to take a support roll.
there were like only these thieves, right?
I think there's
Like,
two
we haven't-
more.
Yeah, so in
Okay.
your house there were only two kind of gangster looking people who you've already dispatched, but you can kind of see a couple more like wandering around this campus. It's hard to see because there's other buildings in your way.
Also, does anybody not have a gun?
I might as well not have one.
Dolo, you got a gun? All right.
Yeah, I have that police gun. So I like how you just call her Dolo.
Marked on my inventory, I've got a gold pocket watch and a gold chain, and then I just made a note of V, like the letter V in quotations. That's something I think we would have grabbed off of these guys.
Yes. So I believe the gold you grabbed off of these guys. V, I believe, is from previous letters.
Oh, okay. I'll open up the gold pocket watch. Is there anything inside, like a little, like, locket kind of picture, or?
Nope, just a perfectly functional gold pocket watch.
Fancy.
What's the general level of activity outside? Like, is there enough gaps in between people where we could possibly sneak around, or is that
definitely.
unlikely? Okay.
So the people you see walking around, it's kind of like super casual. Like they're not checking every corner and lighting up everything with flashlights. They're just sort of like strolling around, chatting with each other, not taking their patrol seriously.
Also, what kind of scene do we have in the house? I know I killed the guy on the cot pretty quietly, but is there like a bunch of blood sprayed everywhere from the fracas?
Yeah, I believe you did stab the other guy, yeah.
Well, at the very least, we should hide the bodies. Is there a basement in this joint?
Nope. Got some bed sheets, though.
I'll roll them up in bed sheets and tuck them in like a back corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Or under a bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of sight. And if I can, I'll move like carpet or throw rug furniture around to try and cover up as much of the blood stains as I can.
Sure. Yeah, there's a throw rug. You can cover up the blood stain. Without
being like, I also don't want it to be like super obvious. Like, I'm not going to put like a armoire in the middle of the room. Kind of.
It's not good feng shui.
Well, and it would stand out as like, what the fuck? Why is that there?
Yeah, just a big tarp spread out in the middle of the floor with a big lump under it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A little bit of blood starts seeping under the edge of the tarp.
Do not open till Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You do a presentable job to where, unless you have a general inspection, to be able to pass for somebody walking through. They'll assume it's a rolled up carpet in the corner or something.
Find some wrapping paper and gift wrap it.
Well, Captain, what do you think we should do?
I didn't know if we'd get this. I thought we were going into a hospital.
Your mic cut out at the end.
Hospital?
Hospital.
Yes. This is a kind of hospital. That's what they would have referred to it as, but this is more of an asylum for antisocial people.
A sanitarium?
If you understand my meaning.
Do we hear anything that would like lend credence to that? Like, I imagine a place like this, somebody's going to be hollering at some point during the day.
Roll listen.
Yeah, there's just somebody just ah.
Well, I mean, alcohol withdrawal is no picnic now. I can't imagine it was any better back then.
Fair.
Let's see. Listen. Ooh.
Hey, listen.
It's what you hearing.
What you hear? No screams of anyone. Every once in a while, you can hear somebody open a door, shut a door, or kind of walking around on the grass, and you can easily see it's one of the gangster guys walking around, but no screams of patience or anything like that.
And am I correct in assuming that's something that would strike me as odd, given my background?
Very odd. Yeah, if this is an asylum of this size, which you would assume to be a few hundred rooms,
Somebody's
Kinda
got to
odd.
be having a bad day. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll convey that to the rest of the group. There should be more screaming. It's too quiet here.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
All right. So, what are the options that we have before us? We can try to interrogate one of these goons and see what they know. We could sneak around.
Probably interrogate.
Yeah, I'd say sneaking around is probably risky.
All right, so how are we going to lure someone over or otherwise snatch them up and get them in the building ASAP?
What would you use to lure a crazy person?
That's just it. How do we even know? And also then with the luring, you don't know if they're going to react by we don't know if they're going to react like Metal Gear Solid guards where, what was that noise? And they just go over to investigate alone. Or if they actually have brains and will be like, hey, something weird's going on over here. You guys come with me to check.
Yeah, sound the alarm.
Do the Bugs Bunny of cross-dressing and going.
Yeah, there you go. I'll throw
Just
a
say,
stocking
"Hey,
on my
I have
leg and just
cheese. Do you
let
want
it dangle. Or we could put a couple bruisers on, because there's a road between us and the fence, right? Is there any cover on that opposite side of the road?
Yeah, you see all those trees on there? There's a whole tree line. Imagine they're green.
Okay. So we could put a couple people over there, sneak a couple people over there to that side of the road, and then when somebody comes down the road, you just bum rush them, yoke them up, and drag them in here. But that has the downside of, well, if it goes wrong, then now you've got a spectacle in the middle of the street.
We puppeteer one of these corpses and tell them to come here.
I mean, we have glamour, right? Could glamour to look like him.
You do.
I currently don't have enough magic points to glamour. So somebody else is going to have to do that.
Not me. I don't know magic.
Does anybody else have enraptured gaze?
Yeah, I have it. Where does it show you how many magic points you have? Oh, I see it. Never mind. Okay. So I just roll a d10 to see how many magic points it's going to cost.
Yep, I believe so.
Okay.
I'll just give you the materials from what I have. I'll only be able to cast this one more time. After this, I mean.
Yeah, it says 1d10 per hour. Can affect up to 6 humans.
So yeah, you might as well make one look like Tweedledum and the other Tweedlestupid.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, Normal, you guys good to play the parts?
Yeah, you mind if I go off the rails real quick?
You go nuts. I'd say
I'm
we
going-
live off the rails, so yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to use Mesmer's tongue on one of the bodies.
Oh.
Which one?
Okay.
Let's do the one that punched me in the face.
Okay, he's the one who got the embolism laying in bed.
Nice.
Talk to him, so he can be like, "What the fuck, dickhead?"
Do you need to roll for MP for that, or does it just happen? Oh, there we go.
Nice. Good roll.
Okay. You cast it on the corpse, and a shadowy ghost appears before you.
All right, guys, ask your questions.
Well, I think it's you that has to ask, right?
Oh, does it?
That is correct, yes.
God
you.
damn it. All right.
Ask them what they're
Hey,
doing.
you. What's going on inside the asylum?
Gold digging. Looking for the mistress to complete the spell.
Where's the mistress?
Island hopping.
Where was she last seen?
Rainsford Island.
How many men are on this island?
Well,
What's going on inside of the factory adjacent to us on the other island?
I don't know.
Ah, where's the mistress's chambers?
Not here.
How many questions do I get?
I think that's about it. It's like 5 or 6, something like that.
I think it
Yeah,
lasts
no,
for a certain period of time, if I remember correctly. So it's probably just up to
Oh, so it's per
keeper's
minute.
discretion. Yeah. So I guess you decide, Libris, how many
1d6
questions in a minute.
MP per minute. Okay, I see. I'll say you get one more question because you're asking them kind of rapid fire.
Okay.
While he's thinking, I have a mechanics question. So it says 1d6 per minute. Does that mean you can extend it as long as you have magic points to spend?
I would say yes.
Like, I'm not sure, is it like, I know I want the spell to last for 3 minutes, so I roll 3d6? Or is it like, I roll 3d6 for 1 minute, and then it's like an old payphone where it tells you for additional
Either
minutes,
or, because
please
this
deposit.
is kind of a lore reveal kind of spell. So if you guys are like lost in the sauce, I can give you as much as you need, kind of thing.
I gotcha.
Or if you get enough information, you're just being kind of cowardly. I'll be coy about it, type of thing.
Like in D&D, it would be like a concentration spell. Because it just
Sure, something
keeps
like
going.
that. Yeah, but it's like
That's what I
loose-
was asking, like mechanically.
Yeah,
I didn't
So
know if
it's
it was like you have to determine how long you want it to last for when you cast the spell, or if it's just something that like, oh, your hour's up, or you gonna spend more.
yeah.
MP to
I would
keep
say
it
that
going?
the payphone analogy is correct, as
Okay.
much as it needs to be to get you guys on the right course.
Fair enough.
Any more questions? Time's running out.
How close are you to having enough gold for the mistress?
Just need the save.
I'll convey all that.
All right, so do we want to do we want to try and go deeper into this island, or do we want to get out of here and then go over to what was it, Rainsford Island?
We'll go directly for the mistress.
Apparently, she's hopping, so like we're
She
not
might
sure.
not
But
even be there. Yeah.
there's 10 people left here.
Oh, I thought you were asking about Rainsford Island when you asked that.
No,
No, that's a
there were
separate question.
12 gangsters on this island, of which
Oh,
you've
okay.
killed 2. And it appears that the mistress's home base is on Rainsford.
All right. Well, I hate to say it, but I feel like we know enough and we can just murk people from here on out on this island, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all 10 of them.
We just got to be smart. Think we can do it?
Not sure.
Be smart.
So you
No.
mentioned Metal Gear Solid earlier, and we were chatting before the stream started. I bought Metal Gear Solid 3 on the Nintendo DS. If you ever played the PlayStation version, you get to choose camo depending on the environment, depending on how
Right.
much you want to be hidden. The 3DS, because it has a camera, you can actually take a picture of something, and that becomes Snake's camo.
That's pretty
And I
cool.
think that is pretty. Like, you take a picture of your face, and his clothes like turn into your face, and you're like running around Russia, like trying to hide from people.
That's one of the things I've always loved about the Metal Gear games is like they're not so serious that they can't go stupid silly with stuff.
Yeah. It's like super espionage action, and you got to count your ammo, and you got to make sure you use the right thing on the right door. And then there's a ghost flying around playing guitar.
Yeah.
It's like it's Kojima, It's just pure Kojima right
Well,
there.
you got to
You
find the
gotta count your
DARPA
what?
chiefs.
I have one.
You have a DARPA chief?
One ammo.
Give him back. You see that ammo? He just called you his property. You gonna take that?
Well, in some countries.
Okay, kiddos. What are you gonna do?
That's a really
You wanna
good
try going to
question.
that other island and hope that she's still there.
I think we should take everybody out here. Because if they're digging for gold, right, they're searching for some kind of safe. If we can stall that whole procedure, that'll buy us some time. If we let these guys keep going, they might find all the gold they need, and then boom goes the dynamite. I feel like we kind of have to do something about these guys now.
Yeah.
And we still have the element of surprise.
It's true.
You could just go through embolizing people.
Well, I don't know how many people we're going to find asleep right now in the middle of the day. I don't really want to wait for nightfall, but we could.
What do you guys think? Do we go sneaky or do we just go in blasting?
Sneaky's probably safer.
At least attempt to be sneaky.
Well, yeah, it's like the Rambo method, right? Like you go sneaky until you gotta go loud.
Worked for him.
Until you're forced to go loud. Yeah, can we get like a brief like preparation montage as we prepare for combat?
Sure, you got your big combat knives with the serrated edges going into your
I
tactical
do have a
vests.
Bowie knife.
Yeah, there you go.
I do have a trench knife.
Yeah, that's
Sharpening
even
my
better.
blackjack on a rock.
Just scraping rubber.
Putting hand grenades on your vest by the spoon, which is really stupid and dangerous. That's a reference to Commando. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
I love the beginning of that movie where it's like, look at it, isn't it wonderful? It's a baby deer. Just have him petting a deer.
And then like fast forward to the mall where that security guard like he's the biggest motherfucker I've ever seen. That's a great movie. Okay, so you guys gonna glamour it up? Or are you just gonna sneak? You gonna disguise?
I feel like a glamour is a good idea.
I'm gonna look around. Are there any empty like bottles around?
Bottles?
Yeah.
Sure. There's a bottle of shaving cream on the sink the guy was shaving at.
All right. I'm gonna dump out the shaving cream and fill that with alcohol.
Okay.
And basically
done.
make a little Molotov cocktail.
All right.
Is that something I'd have to roll for, or pretty
Nah.
easy? I'm just
Yeah,
filling
pretty
it with
easy for
alcohol,
anybody
stuffing a
with
rag
a-
in the top.
Yeah, in IQ above 90, you should be able to figure it out. You'll be fine.
Oh, I'm way above that. Just in case.
Okay, done. You got your pre-Molotov cocktail.
All right. So do we want to bother with having Dolo glamour people to draw them in? How do you guys want to do this?
That seems okay.
It seems like anything that can save us out of a failed stealth roll would be great.
Up to you guys.
Works for me. Can we get a like brief description of the layout of like this? It's basically like a studio apartment almost, right? Like there's not
Yeah.
really rooms per se. It's just one big open area that's kind of been divided into sub areas.
Yeah, it's kind of like you got wood floor painted white. You got paneling on the walls painted white, and you can see the bottom of the roof, which would serve as a ceiling, which is the dark green color. Kind of basic, kind of like guardhouse, security guard area you would have for a place for an asylum. Or like a nap room. I don't know if you guys ever been in a place that had a nap room. Kind of like that.
Gotcha.
Ammo's internet might have dropped or something.
I can hear you now. I think I had like a little internet hiccup.
Do you guys have different IPs?
That's why it was confusing to me.
It might have just been her PC versus your PC. Might have just froze
All
up
good
on
now.
something. All right, so Dolores, you cast the spell on Normal and the captain to make them look like these other guys, and then you and I will hide while they draw someone in, and then we take them down quick, fast, and in a hurry, and rinse and repeat as much as we can until the glamour wears off.
All right. So
That's the general
roll the
plan.
D10.
Nice.
Okay, poof. They look like Square-jawed, square-headed oafs.
I don't know, George.
And I will hide. Basically, anywhere I can that's out of line of sight.
Okay, there's a bathroom. There's a bathroom at the door that you can hide in.
Okay. I'll keep the door like slightly ajar so I can see out.
Should I hide
Okay.
in a different spot?
Sure.
Okay. I don't want to cram us both into a bathroom.
All right. What are the other two doing?
Nor might think you're better at talking.
Alright, let's go get to a vantage point where we can like determine where we're gonna bump into somebody.
You
We'll
notice
just
that there's
lure him
a
into the cabin or whatever.
kind of
it is.
a patrol that circles around the buildings. So let me see if I can draw something.
I'll be right back. I just got AFK for a second.
Alright.
So you notice there's kind of a patrol that kind of goes this direction.
Okay.
Draw some arrows quick.
Yeah, so I guess we'll try to meet him somewhere around here.
Okay. You see two guys walk along smoking cigarettes, talking about something as they sort of like pass in front of that little guardhouse.
All right. So, Captain, you and I are just gonna stand here for a second. We're gonna invite these guys in.
Okay, George.
What do you say to them as they sort of walk up, talking, smoking, and joking to each other?
What's the news on the gold?
Are you fast talking or
Uh, yeah, just bullshitting.
okay? Roll fast talk. The closest one looks up, sort of like scowls at you. Huh? What'd you say?
Uh, let's say, how's the mining coming around?
Mining. Oh, you mean the
Yeah.
safe? Oh, we still haven't cracked it.
You got an ETA on it?
Nah, somebody found a note that said all must be even. I don't know what that means.
You know what?
Have you guys had a chance to look at it yet? Or you been stuck at that outhouse over there?
It's funny you say that. You just reminded me of something. Come here. Start walking to the cabin.
Okay, they both follow you.
Get it? Okay. Does that count as a persuade, perhaps?
You were so good at it, you don't even have to roll.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna just lead them in and tell them to grab a seat.
Okay. There's like a little bench in front of the mirror the guy was shaving at. One guy sits down. He's smoking a premium cigarette.
So I'm gonna start walking around the table and just try and small talk and distract until somebody ambushes these guys.
All right. So Thog, Norman, no, excuse me, yeah, Normal has managed to bring two guys in under the pretext of talking about some sort of safe they haven't been able to crack. One's sitting down in the chair in front of the mirror the guy was shaving at, and the other guy's like standing behind him.
Would it be possible for me to give Normal some kind of nonverbal signal, like keep him talking, like try to get more information?
Sure, I would say, I'm gonna draw a little picture here. So in my mind, this room is kind of L-shaped, and the bathroom is here. I'm gonna draw a B for bathroom, and then there's a bed over here, like a good old Minecraft bed. And then there's a door over here. And there's a door over here. And the little wash-up area is here. So if you're in the bathroom, you can kind of peek out the door and see somebody sitting in front of the mirror while Norman's talking to him. Normal, sorry.
Yeah, so I'll like make hand gestures, hold up a Wile E. Coyote sign, like get more info.
Mm-hmm.
You're muted, Sippy.
Okay, no problem with that. Everything is good. I see him and everything. So I'm gonna ask him about the progress. Do we know for sure that we have certain digits?
No, nothing at all. Did you talk to Frank?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Why?
he's supposed to be on Spectacle Island. He gave me this letter. Here, maybe you can make sense of it.
Okay. Hey, you got another cigarette?
Oh, yeah, sure. Here you go. They're cloves.
I'll take what I can get.
Did he buy him at Hot Topic? Went back to the 90s for those.
My mom used to smoke those. That smell is ingrained into my fucking brain.
I used to smoke them when I was a little goth kid. The Jar and Blacks.
The Jar and Black, yep. Fucking licorice ass smell.
Terrible for you.
All right, I am showing you a note. He pulls from his pocket and gives you this note. Letter
What is
to
this, a
Frank.
note for ants?
Oh shit, did I fuck that up?
Well, even when you zoom in on it, it's like very small.
Okay, let me fix that real quick, guys. Okay, I see what I did wrong. That's what I get for trusting MS Paint. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, try that. If you can't read it, I can post it
Nope,
in
perfect.
All right, I'm gonna go pee in the boys' room. Will you read that?
Okay, I will read it aloud for the chat. Frank, please listen closely, as I have a very important task for you. There's no time for pleasantries. My ultimate ritual is nearing its completion, however, there is something that might put us behind the 8 ball. There is a group of people who have been undoing my work in Walnut Hills and the docks. This has caused instability in the vortex. I can fix it, but can't suffer another fluctuation. The badges have been taken care of, so don't worry about them mucking anything up. But this group of people worries me. I don't have much information, but I heard it consists of 1 girl and 4 men. Could be trigger men?
That could be anybody.
So be careful. Kill any strangers you see. I don't know exactly what they are up to, but I'm not taking any risks. I've learned of a powerful magic item that can be used to disrupt my ritual, the Wand of Jet from ancient Egypt. Or that might be Set. It's hard to tell with the font. I originally thought nothing of it because it lies at the bottom of the harbor from a shipwreck in the 1870s. However, now I feel I must retrieve it in order to assure my success of bringing our Lord to this mortal plane. I have access to another summoning spell for helpers that can bring me to the wand's location safely, but it requires some unique components. 10 pounds of human flesh, 100 pounds of iron, 10 pounds of sulfur, and 10 pounds of gold. The summoning circle for this will be quite large and delicate and can't be disturbed. I will take residence at Rainsford Island while I prepare it. I am placing you in charge of managing the ingredients. Don't be late in their delivery. You must be prompt. If you are tardy, I will be forced to come find you and will not be a pleasant meeting. Signed, Valerie. Now we know who V is.
Well, if they're not getting their 10 pounds of flesh, at least not what was in that bag.
So wait, she needs all those components in order to find the artifact?
Right. Well, in order to summon helpers to bring her to the artifact, I'm assuming more fishmen. Or something of that gross ilk. So yeah,
I wonder if that means that we need that to get the artifact.
I'll give the signal for Normal and the captain to move into attack positions.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna distract them to the, best of my ability and really get them to, right here on the map. Right here.
Okay, if you're gonna club these guys, make brawl or whatever melee weapon you have skill.
So my plan was, while he distracts them, I'm gonna try to sneak up behind them, and hopefully one of the others is doing the same to the other guy. I assume the captain.
I'll give you each a bonus die on your attacks.
So my question is, can I use my medical knowledge to assist me in this? Because essentially what I would like most to do is stab this guy in a way that's going to prevent him from screaming out. So like kidney stab, basically.
I think straight into the brainstem would probably be most
Well,
appropriate.
sure, but obviously that's harder material to get through the base of the skull than.
Okay. Well, let's roll attacks, and I'll take your medical knowledge into consideration.
All right.
And if you fail, you can do the bonus / penalty and take the more advantageous roll.
So this is going to be the Bowie knife, but I just left it as pipe wrench because
that's fine.
Same stuff. I got him.
You did. Normal got him too. So as the professor comes sneaking out of the bathroom with a Bowie knife, he gets him right in the back of the head. And the other guy doesn't even have a chance to look up before Normal just clobbers him on the back of the head with a blackjack. Not even going to roll damage. You got him by surprise. 2 more.
Nice.
Incapacitated. 1 dead, 1 knocked out. What are you going to do with that guy who's knocked out?
Do we need this guy alive?
Maybe we could get some answers out of him. Or we could just kill him while he's like this.
Well, you keep an eye on him. Let me read that note.
Okay. I'm going to tie this dude up, if possible.
Do you have any rope?
Probably not.
Well, we've got sheets and curtains.
His shoelaces.
That'll work too, I guess.
Yeah, bootlaces.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, you can pull bootlaces off of his feetsies and tie him up.
Gag him
I'm
as
gonna
well.
stuff some socks in his mouth too.
That'll work.
Yeah, when he comes around, see if you can get information about like any patrols. Like, are there additional patrols moving around? Where are they?
Okay.
Get as much like position information as you can about our next targets.
Okay.
And then it's off to the old embolism factory for this guy.
A few minutes later, the guy wakes up, and he seems very startled.
Hey,
Oh.
boss, he's awake.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's going on? Why'd you hit me?
We're taking over. Where's the
Huh?
rest of the guys?
What are you talking about?
Where's another patrol?
Patrol? We just walk around.
Yeah, where's the other guys?
I don't know.
I don't know, Captain. You think he's lying?
I stick my knife, like, that was the wrong word. Like, I'm about to stab his foot.
Hey, what are you doing that for? Who are you guys?
Interrogate him, Captain.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do the talking part. I just do the cutting.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, there's no need for that. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm starting to feel bad. Should we just kill him? This guy's too dumb to kill.
Hey, there's no need for that. What do you want to know? Leave me alone.
Can I try and hypnotize him?
Sure.
All right. Nope.
Ooh.
I'll kneel down in front of him and just put the empty syringe full of air like right to his carotid artery.
Stop it! What are you doing?
Well, I'm thinking what you can give me is information.
Sure. Don't hurt me. What do you want to know?
I would like to know where the rest of the men on the island are at. You know this?
No, we just sort of walk around. We got ordered by Frank to patrol the island and get into the safe. He said he needed 10 pounds of gold, and I heard there's a lot in the safe.
Tell me, friend, where can I find this safe?
It's on the eastern side.
Be more specific. I'll like press the needle a little bit closer.
Okay, his the let me see. The director's office is in a room with a tower, kind of like a peaked roof, like a big cylinder.
So this over here? Damn it, it's not pinging. So at the opposite end of the loop.
I'll say right here.
Oh, okay. I was pinging the wrong building then. Okay.
That's what he's pointing out. That's where the director of the asylum lived. I don't know. I'm just doing what Frank told me to do. He's already gone off to Spectacle Island.
And why
Run
do
the
you
factory.
do what Frank tells you to?
'Cause he said he was going to pay me.
Oh? And what was to be your payment?
$1,000.
And you believed him?
Of course I believed him. Why wouldn't I believe Frank? Do you know who Frank is?
Of course.
He's the only honest man on these islands.
The better question, I think, is do you know who the mistress is?
I never met her, but I know Frank's scared of her.
Why
He
is
always
Frank scared of her?
I don't know. He always threatens us with her. He says if we don't do what we tell him, the mistress is going to get us.
How did you come to be involved in all of this?
I was just a bum hanging out on the streets. Then one day, Frank showed up with a job offer. It's the best job offer I've ever had.
And what is your name?
Joseph.
Well, Joseph, what if I were to tell you that you might be an unwitting pawn in something much more sinister?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that perhaps these actions you have been taking are working to bring pain and horror and suffering into the world.
Well, I mean, I used to break people's fingers for not paying bills. Is that the same thing?
I suppose so.
Well, I mean, what else is a guy like me supposed to do? I only graduated the 3rd grade.
And you never thought about going back to school?
No, Sister Mary Catherine used to hit me with a ruler. And I said, screw you, Penguin, I'm out of here. And then I started breaking people's fingers for money.
Is there anything I can roll that would be like insight? Like, I'm trying to determine
Psychology.
Okay.
He's 100% telling the truth.
Do we want to turn this guy's life around?
Well, I'm saying we might be, like, I'm speaking out of character. We might be able to recruit this guy. Okay. Well, Joseph, the way that I see things before us as they exist now, you and I are at odds, and I don't think that necessarily that needs to be so. Would you perhaps be willing to abandon this false quest for money? Because I assure you, Frank has no intention of paying you. Most likely you will end up suffering a horrible death.
Hey, they need 10 pounds of flesh, and we kind of burned the last 10 pounds they had. So they need more flesh.
They will probably be taking your flesh.
Oh, Jesus.
I understand, we have just met, we have murdered companions of yours. What loyalty do you really have to these men?
Roll persuasion.
Ooh.
Hey, come on now. I've been working with those guys for years. Frank's been good to me. Who are you guys? You're just a bunch of thugs.
Well,
Takes one to know one.
let me speak more plainly. You can make yourself useful to us, or your story can end here.
Okay, roll intimidate.
Ah! Amorose!
Hey, screw you, pal. These guys were friends of mine. You ain't nothing.
All right, he rides the Embolism Express.
All right. And he fucking just dies on the floor.
Pop goes the brain vein.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what can I say? I tried.
It was a quick death.
It's probably far better than what Frank would have given him.
I'm gonna get my spyglass out and see if I can see another group of people.
Yeah, we'll move these bodies into the corpse corner. Give me a hand with these, Dolo. No, lived with your niece. No, with
All
your
right.
niece.
If you're looking for more patrols, roll spot hidden, please. Okay, you see some more people over in this area walking away from you, about to pass around that little longhouse down there.
It's 2 people.
Yep.
All right. All right. Hey, Captain. Let's rinse and repeat.
Okay.
So we'll just kind of loiter around, kind of like we were, and wait long enough to see if they're gonna turn the corner and start heading towards us.
Okay, yeah. About 30 minutes pass. Eventually, you see those guys pass up over around here, making their rounds.
All right, gonna light my clove cigarette. Just bullshit with Captain.
All right. The two of them spot you and make their way over to you. Hey, pal, I don't remember your name. Sorry. You got an extra one of those I can bum off you?
That's my last one.
Ah,
Actually, you know what? I'm lying. I've got another pack in here. Here, come on.
Sweet.
How's everything going?
Bullshit. I got working on the safe. I can't figure it out.
Not even 1 digit.
Nah, I can't figure it out. It's like some kind of math puzzles thing. I don't know.
What do we need to do something about it?
I don't know. They got Jeff over there working on it. Apparently, he's the one who passed the 6th grade.
Huh.
Boy, that
Frank's
was a
gonna-
hard one.
Yeah. Frank's gonna be pissed if we don't hurry up.
Who cares about Frank? That coward ran off to Spectacle Island.
Yeah, grab a seat. You guys want tea?
I'll get coffee if you got it. I'm sorry, mate. I ain't got no tea.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm just gonna rattle around and ask him. You take sugar?
Oh yeah, as much as
Nope.
you got.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna, clang some sugar cube. Wait, is there shit to make coffee here?
Sure. There's sugar cubes.
Okay,
Why not?
yeah, some sugar cubes, and just kind of, ring real loud with it so that maybe somebody can ambush these guys.
Sure, rinse and repeat.
Okay, you know what to do. Remember, you do get a bonus die because they're caught off guard. 49 ain't gonna do it.
I will spend 1 point of luck to succeed.
Okay, works for me. One guy catches the Bowie knife in the face. Is anybody gonna get the other guy, or is he gonna be up and fighting?
I can try.
Okay.
Get him, Dolo. Gotta get him.
Eat 'em. Hang on. Oh,
Oh, you got a bonus die, so roll it. Or click the button. Oh, not quite. One guy gets it, the rest of you just sort of like
Whiff,
pound off the top of his head. Guy goes, "What the hell?" And he stands
Do it.
up, and he does have a firearm in his waistband.
I just saved your life.
retro.
That guy was a traitor.
Roll persuade with a penalty die. Oh, it still
Hey.
passes. The guy hesitates, takes his hand off of the gun in his waistband, and goes, "What?
Relax. He was an assassin sent here to kill Frank.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are these people?"
Let me show you this letter right here from the mistress herself.
We're
It'll
her
explain everything.
sworn guard.
So I'm going to place it in front of him and say, okay, right there, right down here in those letters.
Huh?
Yeah. Will somebody knock him out?
I'll
All right.
Can I attempt to distract him with psychology?
Sure.
Basically
gotta
what I
give me
want so basically what I want to do is I want to hard gaslight this guy into, what are you talking about? You're the one that called us here.
Okay. Roll psychology. While I do a intelligence test on this guy. Oh my So the guy's super confused. He's like, "I called you in here?"
Yes?
And he just
do
sort
not
of like
remember any of this?
stares
Are you
up at the
okay?
ceiling with his arms down by his side.
Yeah, are you okay? Do you need a medical doctor to check you out? I can do that. I think you've lost some time.
Unbelievable.
I think I need that. And he just sits down in a chair.
Can I like just sneak the embolism express?
Yeah, you can coup de grace easy.
All right. I literally just gaslit somebody to death.
Well, like success and extreme failure always seem to make for fun times. All right, 2 more dead bodies on the floor. This
Up to
build's
6,
getting
y'all.
pretty credit.
Yeah, we're halfway done. We're making good progress here.
We can make a small pyramid right now.
Make some weird fucking effigy out of their corpses and be like, hey guys, look what we found in here.
Yeah, actually, unironically, that might be the best move, because I don't know how we're going to hide 6 corpses in a place this small. Maybe make that the, hey guys, check this out, and then you guys just attack them from behind, because pretty soon they're going to realize that 2 of these corpses are wearing your faces.
Yeah.
So maybe we keep those guys wrapped up, but the rest of them
we get other people inside and lock them in and light the place on fire.
What if you
I
just
mean,
like
if they come in
pieces?
droves, that was the plan. That's why I made the Molotov cocktail.
Can we still glamour? Because there's 2 more people that we can glamour you guys as.
Yeah, just you can cast the spell again.
How many magic points you got, Dolores?
Well, I had 10. I used 2 on the first roll, so I still have some.
All right. So glamour you and I to look like these other 2 guys, and then we'll go hunting. Nice. I say we make for the place that guy pointed out where the safe is. Let's get that secured. Because also I want what's in that safe. If there's gold in that safe, I definitely want that. You're muted, Sippy.
I'm going to tell you guys which one of the guys was talking about cracking the safe himself, so that you know that you are the guy.
Okay.
Jet.
All right. So we're going to leave this place behind and all go to the other building, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to steal the pack of the cigarettes from that one guy.
Yeah, we'll rifle the bodies,
Okay.
collect guns, knives. clues.
So let's see. How many people have you killed since before you last loot?
Right.
4.
Oh, let's see. You find 2 rifle bayonets used as knives. And you find 1 Colt police positive in 38 caliber and 1 Colt single action army in 45 Colt caliber.
Anybody want those guns?
I'm good.
Okay. And you find a tin of chewing tobacco and a pack of Marlboro cigarettes.
I'll take the chewing tobacco.
There you go.
So now I have a medical bag just full of guns.
And I got a pack of cigarettes.
And let's roll a 1d100.
Everybody?
Nope, just one person. How
He's
about
the
you,
best
Thog?
roller.
All right.
Do Thog. He's got home field advantage.
Maybe.
49. Oh, roll 10d100.
ND100?
That's right.
Oop.
Not literally.
533.
You find that much in cold hard cash in between all 4 of them.
Nice. I'll just stuff it all in the medical bag for now.
Sure. That was a lucky roll.
Hell yeah. Rolled high on some of those D100s.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
$533, and what year is it?
1929. So that's got to be like 4K these days. All right. What are you doing?
What's the damage on those bayonets? Out of
Just
curiosity.
regular knife chart.
That's like the equivalent of like 10 grand today.
Well, we could tell everybody that we cracked the safe to bait some people in and show them that cash.
Well, they're expecting gold, not dollars.
It's true.
Have we abandoned the gold standard yet with this count for the ritual?
Yeah, Eldritch Nixon comes along and gets us off the gold.
Taxation is theft.
Any of the bayonets do 1d4 plus 2 plus damage bonus.
That's actually pretty good.
Yep, they're good old long World War I bayonets. Good old 1-inch blade, not 1 inch, 1 foot blade.
Do you want to take one?
Yeah.
I'll hand one off to normal. Because everything that's not claimed is just going in the bag.
And normal, you're from the country of Deutschland. You notice it's a Mauser 98 bayonet.
Okay. All right, let's go hunting.
All right. We make our way over to the tower building.
Are you sneaking or just walking normal?
We're in disguise. We'll just walk normal.
Okay. You make your way across unmolested. You find a door to the entrance of this little tower area, slightly ajar.
Let's walk in like we own the place.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. You walk in, and it looks like a normal little office area with decent furniture and... You know what? I think I can reuse this thing. Right. Perfect. Got some nice furniture, whatnot, and there's some stairs leading up, and you do hear some commotion upstairs.
Maybe now we should sneak. Do we all want to sneak up the stairs? Do we want to leave 2 people behind to watch the door?
Do we know exactly where the safe is? Didn't we get that information?
You don't see any safe down here.
Okay.
You are on the first...
Well, the commotion that we hear upstairs, is it like banging, clanging, like somebody trying to chip a safe?
Yep.
Okay.
Does it sound like multiple people striking it?
You only hear one voice, just mostly swear words.
Okay.
Piece of shit, fucking...
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's sneak up the stairs.
Okay, roll stealth.
I'm not very stealthy.
Anybody else going upstairs?
Yeah.
Roll stealth, please. Oh. I would say normal success counts for both of you.
Okay.
You make your way upstairs, and you hear sort of banging and clanging and swearing. You come to the top of the stairs, and you see a man bent over a large metal safe. He's got a crowbar in hand. He's scratching his head, sort of swearing to himself. His back is to you.
I'll
Do some
motion to
Delta
normal
Force
to
shit.
take the lead. You decide what you want to do here. Hey, I've been driving this bus, okay? You decide what we're gonna do with this guy. Yeah. All right, we'll sneak up and dispatch.
All right. Brawl. Oh. Oh, that's a critical success.
Nice. I was like, wait a minute,
So-
0?
Yeah, so you 0-1. You rolled the 1%.
Oh,
1%
nice.
are over here. And then normal rolled a 15, which is still a pretty good success. So, how do you do it? This guy's back to you? Do you club his head in? You inject his veins with air? Like, what's going on?
I'd use the Bowie knife. So probably just a quick stab upward through the neck.
That'll do it.
Turns him off like a switch.
Guy collapses to the floor.
Like, I'm getting the knife in position and normal hits the top of his head with the blackjack, which just forces him down onto the blade.
Bonk. All right. And before you sits this.
I look at that and I wave Dolo up the stairs.
And I think that's a good time to take a break.
I agree. All right, guys, I will put on some tunes for you, of course, while we are away. It's going to be about a 10-minute break or so stick around, and we will be right back. All right, guys, we are back. Thank you very much for sticking around through that break. And I'll just turn the music down as it plays.
Dog, you'll be happy to know I'm pretty sure I already solved the puzzle a few minutes ago during the break.
Oh, nice.
So, on the safe are 3 concentric dials, of which you should be each one is a token you should be able to turn. So, by all means, please turn them.
Okay.
And I'm assuming
do I just grab like the little like when I click on it?
So it should be a
just grab the
square with like a little
blue
little
thingy?
Pikmin blip on the top, and you just grab that Pikmin blip.
Like that.
and-
Got it.
And if
Okay.
Yeah, if you can't do it, let me know. And I'll,
If you need to fine tune it, you can alt-click drag.
Natachi.
Oh, and quick question. If we're rolling successes on things like brawl, like combat skills, we hit those radio buttons too, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would you like me to show my work?
Show
the
your
class?
work, please. What is going on in that mind of yours?
So, each part of the dial, like each circle, is 8 numbers. If you just take those 8 numbers, add them up, then divide by 8, that gives you like the average of all the numbers inside. Do that for each dial, and when you add each of those 3 averaged numbers up, it equals out to 34 exactly. So 34 was the answer. So just line up any 3 numbers that add up to 34 in the column. They'll all add up to 34.
Damn, you're smart.
Yeah.
That's fucking impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Ammo.
That's some
choose
aunt stuff.
choose luck or sanity and gain 1d10.
Ooh.
Well, my sanity is 46, and my luck is only 25, so I'm gonna go with some luck.
There you go.
You said roll a d10?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I see she used the classic math of Rule 34, if you look it up online.
All right, gain 3 luck permanently.
Yee!
All right, you spin the dials on the safe, and you open it up, and inside is a bouillon, gold bouillon.
Damn.
That word keeps popping up.
Pounds and pounds of it.
It's a lot of gold.
Yep.
We should like melt like 4 ounces of it and put it down the drain, so even if they catch us, they can't do it.
Well, they could probably always find more gold. I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze on that one.
Gold plate the fucking sink drain.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if gold was used in plumbing at some point in human history.
Maybe.
Gold is a weird material.
Well, what else are you going to do with it when you have an obscene amount of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Gold is very soft.
It also doesn't naturally decay.
All right, do we just take this thing and split?
Good question. What are you guys gonna do?
Yeah, do we just take this and like head down the coast and never see Boston again?
Keep in
Certainly
mind,
an
you guys
option.
still are marked for sacrifice, according to Jubal.
Yeah, we should probably take care of that. At the very least, we got to get this gold out of here. How heavy does this look?
Can we pay them to not sacrifice us? We have a lot of gold.
Thugs, maybe. Somebody else, maybe not.
Damn.
Yeah, all this gold bullion, approximately, how much does it weigh? Is this something we could carry out of there?
Oh, yeah. It weighs about 8 or 9 pounds. You're not sure.
Well, we'll split it up between us. Does that work for everybody?
Sure.
All right, well, I think this is mission accomplished for this area. We can continue to murder here, but they're not going to find more gold than this, so we've effectively disabled this part of the operation.
Hey, shut the safe and relock it.
I scramble the dial.
So
Dial is scrambled.
back to the boat then?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys managed to make it back to the boat. Safe and sound. Return to Boston Harbor waters.
What island was Valerie's HQ at?
Rainsford.
So we shut down the flesh factory on Thompson Island, right?
Affirmative.
We shut down the
Flesh
gold.
factory.
It's gonna be my next album. We shut down the gold operation, as far as we know.
Wouldn't be surprised if that was like a Cannibal Corpse album. Flesh Factory.
Out of
you
respect for the terms of service, I will not repeat Cannibal Corpse songs on this stream.
From death, you have the flesh and the power it holds.
Yeah, didn't the guitarist get in some trouble because he had like a shit ton of guns and like human skulls in his house? I think they were ethically sourced skulls, as far as
I
those
believe
things can be.
he threatened somebody very specifically.
Probably.
The cops were able to put 2 and 2 together.
But it's like, of course you found skulls and guns in that guy's home. Like,
Yeah.
what were you expecting to find? Not skulls and guns?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so do we want to take out the other elements, or do we just want to go to Rainsford Island?
Do we have an idea where the artifact is? It's by the docks, right? Or the harbor?
Bottom of the harbor from a shipwreck in the 1870s. Maybe the captain knows something about that?
Yeah, I think I would have been alive for that.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
how old are you and what year is it?
Captain, you can
Possibly.
roll. You can roll history with the
Okay.
bonus die.
Well, even if he wasn't alive, if it's a famous shipwreck, he might know something about it.
Very true. Especially
Shipwrecks were big
especially if
news
he's
back
from the
then.
area.
Yeah, you had to pay attention to that kind of shit.
So
I'm
you
62.
you know of a shipwreck sort of in the general area of this map, but you're not exactly sure. You do know that it was deep though. Like it's so, like the shipwreck was so deep it can't be recovered, kind of thing.
Yeah, so I don't think trying to find the shipwreck is really a good use of time. Not to mention, like, we don't have the equipment to do anything like that.
I'm not sure if anyone has the equipment to do that. It's very deep.
Yeah, what kind of deep sea diving equipment was available in the year that we're in?
Like there was like diving bell type shit with like the hose coming out of your brass helmet, that type of thing. It requires some very specific skills.
Scary diving.
The other things it mentions is iron and sulfur. Sulfur is from the factory with the fishmen, and the iron is from George's Island from cannonballs, most likely. I don't know if we really want to go poking around a place with a bunch of cannonballs.
I mean, we know where the other factory, or where the factory is, so... So what's the plan?
I suppose we could take out the sulfur factory. Maybe a little spy work normal? A little sabotage? You got your aviator sunglasses handy?
Set it
Yeah,
on
I
fire.
might.
Trans Am all gassed up?
I'm going to take a look around the room real quick and see if there's anything that looks important.
I'm sorry, I thought you were on the ship. What's going
Yeah,
on?
we went back
Oh,
to
are we
the
already on the ship?
Yeah. We already
Oh,
made it
never
back
mind.
to the ship.
If you're referring to the safe room, you didn't see anything other than like luxury goods that didn't really matter.
Cool.
So yeah, we could go back to Spectacle Island and take out the sulfur factory, or we could take our chances with George's Island, where there's cannonballs, or we could go to Rainsford Island and see what we can find out there. Because that's where this Frank character might be. So what do you guys think?
I don't know. Going to see Frank sounds pretty good.
Yeah, could put a bullet in his head.
Rainsford Island it is.
Chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it.
Okay. You guys make your way towards Rainsford Island.
Cue that fair use Steamboat Willie footage.
Yeah,
Yeah, just put Tripp's face on it.
the Nimrod. All right, you chugga choo choo. And as you get closer to the island, weather seems to get kind of worse. Seas get real choppy, the skies get real cloudy and gray. Captain, it makes you very uncomfortable.
This seems awfully bad.
You think we should turn back?
Maybe we should go give the bullion to the safe house.
It's true. We could head back, see Jubal, regroup. I'm okay with that if you guys are.
Yeah, I'm down. That'll give us a night to recover.
Guys want to head back to HQ?
Back to HQ.
Okay.
I trust the captain's instincts.
I think that's a smart idea as well. So you spend all night sort of making your way through the weather. You dock back in Boston. Make your way back to Jubal's study. You walk in find him on his desk poring over papers. When you enter the room, he waves you in. Come in, come in. If you find out what's going on the Spectacle Islands?
Montage, tell him everything.
Interesting. So it appears this Valerie, whoever she is, thanks for the full name, by the way, I can finally peer through the historical documents, has some sort of ritual going. Seems she's noticed that the artifact that we're after is something that she's interested in as well. I tell you, do you know what this ritual she's talking about entails?
Nothing outside the
vortex.
ingredients and the vortex.
Probably some fishmen like we ran into.
Maybe, but I don't know. I feel that this is something different. Have you thought of completing this ritual and doing it for yourself?
No.
Well, I think that's something that you should think about. Because from reading these ingredients, doesn't seem too far-fetched for you to gather. And if you can cut her off at the pass, then you can summon the helpers and they can take you to where you need to go to gather this strange artifact which can interrupt her ritual. Yep, for the challenge?
Yeah.
I know where we might be able to get some flesh.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, yeah? That seems to be the most questionable component of this spell.
But
The
also
iron,
somehow
sulfur,
the
gold.
easiest to acquire.
Yeah, indeed. So iron, sulfur, gold, you can get those through normal commodities. The flesh, though, is questionable. I'm not going to ask how you come about that.
Oh, there's just like this cabin full of dead thugs.
Ah, I see. Well, I'll leave you to it.
We've got a shitload of cash. Is there any way we could
Yeah,
get some of the
do
reagents?
we have the gold component covered?
You have the gold component covered, yes.
Okay, so now we just need to go grab some sulfur, some flesh, and some cannonballs.
Can we get the sulfur and iron like in Boston and then just go get the flesh?
That is a possibility.
We do have
Let's
all
try
that
that.
cash.
That is right.
Yeah, we do. He says like $10,000.
Yeah, I mean, how much could 100 pounds of iron really cost? I guess
Well, if you guys
I guess it
wanna-
depends.
If you guys want to seek it out on the shore, you can certainly try.
Well, let's get a good night's rest, and then we'll look into that in the morning.
Okay. You can easily stay at Jubal's overnight. If you have a serious wound, you can get 1 HP back. If not, you can get 1d6 back. Sorry, major wound. That's the correct nomenclature. You can get all your MP back as well.
Yay.
If you guys want to seek those other materials out in town, it's going to be a credit rating roll.
Let me handle this, boys. I hope.
Okay. What commodity would you say that was for?
Say the iron.
Iron? Okay. Well, if you want to try and find the sulfur, you can make another roll.
Nice.
Easy peasy. Sulfur's easy to get.
I feel like that was a hard one.
You are still sans flesh and iron, I believe.
Norm, could you get like a little extra sulfur? I have an idea.
Okay. Maybe.
But just like a little bit.
Okay. Did this store have more sulfur?
The sulfur store. That place stinks.
No, you're unsure about the sulfur. Can't seem
Alright.
to find it.
So all I've been able to find about the price of iron in 1929 is the price of steel, which I'm assuming would be more expensive, is $51.25 per ton. That's dollars, so $51.25 per ton.
Okay.
So even if we were paying steel prices for iron, we could afford it.
Yeah, easily. I'm not even gonna make you deduct from your credit rating. So
Okay.
you got the iron easily. It's just sulfur seems hard to find.
I thought we got the sulfur.
Did you? I'm sorry. Did I say sulfur or iron?
I think iron's the one we couldn't get.
Okay, then sulfur it is. You got the sulfur, you just need iron and flesh.
Alright, well, we'll go get some cannonballs then. Or I guess I could try rolling credit rating for the iron. Not a great chance, but there's a chance. Yay!
Oh,
My research paid
Nice.
off.
okay. I would say you can find 100 pounds of iron, but that wipes out your the $500 you got because it's at
Done.
inflated prices.
But got taken to the cleaners over this iron, boys. Paying fucking steel prices. Who can afford iron in this economy? Though technically, if we want to get really monstrous, you could source iron from human blood. You just need a lot of humans.
lot of it.
You need a lot of humans. That's saying in case the cannonballs don't work out.
How many humans do you think it would take to make like one cannonball?
I was about to Google like how
God,
much
probably 100.
how much iron is in the average human body. Multiply that.
Just remember that these Google searches can and will be used in a court of law.
Okay.
It's a little concern, like all the different weird games I've run and shit I've had to Google over the years. I'm like, my search history probably looks like a fucking
3
psychopath.
to 4 grams
How to
per,
spawn the
per human
Antichrist.
on average.
There was one time I caught myself. I think we were playing Know You're Dead, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna look up how to make a bomb." I was like,
You gotta
"No,
be careful
no,
with that.
yeah." Like I was about to type it in, I was like, "No, wait, this could end badly."
All right, and cannonballs are minimum 1 kilogram.
Mhm.
So how many humans would it take to harvest 1 kilogram, which is 1,000 grams?
2,000?
At least 250 humans per cannonball at minimum. If not
Yeah.
more, like 300
like-
and something.
Yeah, there's 3 to 4 grams of iron in a human body.
Yeah.
Assuming you can.
Yeah, so a kilogram, 1,000 grams. Divide that by 3 to 4. 250 to 333.
This is assuming you can
That's a lot of
extract it all without losing any.
Yeah, what kind of efficiency are we
zero
looking
loss.
at? Yeah, let's just go get the cannonballs. As much as I've been enjoying the combat in this, I don't know if I enjoy it that much.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I want to do that 300 times.
You'd need somewhere between 12 to 15,000 people to make 100 pounds of iron. That's a lot.
Well, we know 2 places where there's flesh. Probably find 10 pounds on the 6 people we killed.
Mm-hmm.
Could get you a tow by 2 o'clock today with polish.
Now, are they being
Yeah.
like really semantic here and like wanting specifically the skin, or does it just need to be human body part
I
equaling
believe
out
it
to
said
10
no
pounds?
bones, no organs.
But
Yeah, but
we're
So
both
does that include
doctors.
like the meat, like the skin, fat, and muscle? If you just
Mhm.
like start hacking bits off.
Yep.
Yeah, muscle, tendon, things like that would be fine.
yeah, gotta use the fresh flesh as well because it weighs more.
Get the fillet knife.
Well, and like I was saying, like me and Dolo are both medical professionals. Like we could be very efficient.
Precise.
Mm-hmm. We'll use every part of the buffalo.
Probably only need one,
Except for the
one human
organs and
body
bones.
to get what we need.
I'm sure someone's ass probably weighs that much.
Just cut off both cheeks.
Before we leave, I'll pick up some kind of, I don't know, they didn't have like body bags back then, did they? Not really. I think they just covered everybody up with a sheet, right?
Yeah, probably just like a linen would be closest thing.
I'll get some like
Or tarp, like a canvas tarp.
yeah, some oilskin tarp or something like that.
Roll them up in it.
Okay, we could do that.
Just to hold on to the flesh so it's not getting gamey on us.
Okay.
Maybe a little ice box. Get a fucking little Yeti cooler.
Squeeze some lemon juice on there so it maintains its color.
There you go.
So it doesn't brown.
Yeah, it's like guacamole.
Or apples.
Is there anything else you guys can think of to pick up in specificus before we leave?
I can think of nothing.
And we've got the sulfur, so we just need the iron.
I thought you rolled
Oh,
positive for the
right.
iron.
We do have the iron. So do we have
Yeah, we just
everything?
need to
We
get
just
that
need the
flesh.
flesh. Okay.
And we need another spell as well.
So here's the question then. Do we want to go back to Long Island after we left a corpse house behind, which has almost certainly been discovered by now? Or do we want to try going to George's Island anyway, even though we don't know if there's people there, just to check it out? Because if there's people there, we can just get more flesh.
Yeah, flesh is easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if we went back to Long Island and they had discovered the bodies and they were gone, we left people alive still on the island. So
Right, but those people are
know.
going to be on like high alert now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now they're drunk and homeless and scared.
So my vote would either be to try Spectacle Island because we saw enough people there. We could get 10 pounds of flesh off of them easy. And it doesn't really state like what condition the flesh needs to be in. Like if it's somewhat charred, that should be fine, right?
Do we want to dump this stuff near the harbor somewhere, like in a hidden place, so that we're not just like, hey, mistress, here's all the shit you need.
All right, hear me out.
know?
If we do Spectacle Island, maybe we bring some dynamite or something with us and we just blow up the factory and then pick off whoever's left. And that way it's kind of like a 2-bird, 1-stone scenario, denying the enemy the sulfur. Plus, we're getting all the flesh we need. We could sneak
Yeah, we could
normal
just-
in there. You just plant the dynamite, get out, whiz bang. Everybody's happy. Except for the
Park a
poor
van in
fucks
front
in
of
the
all the
factory, but
exits.
fuck them. They're cultists, right?
Yeah.
and sulfur is flammable.
Also true.
Blow it up and just
Wouldn't take much to
bang,
get that.
explode.
Wouldn't take much to get that party started. So yeah, what are the odds that we could pick up some dynamite?
I would say that's a restricted item. So it's gonna be luck. It's gonna be luck if you can get it. So pick one person to roll luck.
My luck is 70. Can anybody beat that?
Nope.
I have a
Wow.
28, even with my extra 3 that I just gained. My luck is not very good.
Look at that. Who's a lucky boy?
All right. You find through the black market 4 sticks of dynamite.
Nice.
Now we just need to figure out good places within the factory, strategic places to put them to make a good use.
Well, I think 1 stick of dynamite would probably be plenty to get a sulfur factory to explode. At least as much as we need it to. Like, we're not really trying to wipe the island off the map.
Probably even. Well, how hot does a flare burn? I was gonna say you might even be able to get it done with just like a flare or something, but dynamite will work.
Oh,
Wait, are
I'd
you
like to
saying
get-
we should get a flare gun?
I'd like to get some matches.
I just meant something that would like
Some nice waterproof matches.
be able to light the sulfur aflame.
I probably got some matches off the cigarette guy.
Yeah, don't you have a lighter?
No, I rolled for one and failed.
Oh.
You should be able to get matches pretty easily.
Can I see if I can find a lighter for normal?
Sure.
You find a shop that
credit
has
rating?
one.
Yeah,
You
credit
go,
rating.
can I buy that? And
All right.
the guy just goes, no.
Nope. Sorry.
No,
No lighter for you, old man.
Sounds
there's a
all out
reason
of
why I
line.
got that spyglass, and that's so that if we absolutely needed a fire, we had a method.
Use
Well, don't you have
light.
a magnifying
Fractal
glass now
light.
too? Or am I thinking of something else? I feel like you picked up a magnifying glass at some point, didn't you?
Yeah, the spyglass.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it was for.
Well, if we ever need to set some ants on fire,
Well, that's also why
We're
I got
good.
the mirror, I think. Yeah, Boy Scouting. Hey, I already used the mirror as a long distance way to contact you guys.
We got a pretty good look
Sure.
at the workers at that factory, right?
I don't think you got close enough to really get a good look at them.
But like, did we get close enough to tell, like, basically, were they wearing uniforms or were they just kind of wearing, general labor kind of clothes?
I think you only saw silhouettes through the building.
Okay. I wonder, Normal, should we get you like a hard hat and a clipboard?
I don't know.
How do you feel about posing as a government inspector?
Yeah, I can do that.
Because then you wouldn't necessarily need any kind of uniform or specialized clothes. You'd just have the hard hat and a clipboard and briefcase, right?
Yeah, I was wondering if like one of these guys from this island or from this previous island, if he showed up there, would that be conspicuous, Like, would it be like, hey, Frank told me to come and see this. We've already finished up on the gold, so how's that
That's true.
how's
We
that
could do
sulfur coming
that.
around?
Tripp, Emma, what do you guys think?
I think it's a good idea.
Hi. Norm, do you have any sulfuric acid?
I'll have to look. Nope.
Can you get some?
Where am I gonna get that?
I don't know. Where'd you get the sulfur?
I just found it.
It was right in the fridge behind the mayo.
Yeah. Let's see, purple stuff. Oh, 7D. I mean, are we still in town? Or are we already cast off?
I'd say you're still on Boston. You know.
I'll see if I can find some acid.
Sulfuric.
Sulfuric acid.
Roll credit rating for me.
All right.
Yeah, you can find a jug of it at the hardware store.
Acid, dynamite. What else?
Alcohol.
We need a
I
guillotine.
got that covered. I got a half gallon of it.
Okay, now I'm gonna mix the sulfuric acid and the alcohol.
Okay, what does that make?
Ether.
If you say so. Okay.
So you were just like what? You're just whipping up chemicals in in an old like coffee cup or something? What are you doing over there?
Yeah, you just gotta heat the alcohol with the sulfuric acid.
And now your Google search has how to make ether.
No,
Well, I mean, it's the late 20s. Could we not have just bought ether?
Yeah, easily.
That was like they used that to start car engines back then, right?
I'm not sure about that, but maybe.
Pretty sure they did like up until the 60s or 70s.
I kicked the shit out of some tooth pain. So yeah, is that what we want to do? Infiltrate a factory? Kill everyone inside?
yeah.
Load up.
Works for me.
Seems par for the course tonight.
I can't think of anything else we would need to grab. We're just gonna do Spectacle Island, yeah, and then take it from there. Like, general plan is go to Spectacle Island, kill everybody, get their flesh, take out the factory, come back, do the ritual. Because I assume we're gonna leave all the other components here with Jubal.
Yeah, that's probably. We don't want to like bring the components
Right.
to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is like if we're gonna be passing the harbor,
Ew.
maybe putting it somewhere near the harbor so we can just snatch it up there. But I'm not.
I think
I'm not
Jubal's
100%
probably
where it
the
is.
safest bet.
Yeah.
We'll have him do the ritual.
Yeah, Jubal, you do it. Okay,
I'm sure he
so
would just love that.
unless you guys can think of anything else, we set sail for Spectacle Island.
Let's do it.
All right. Spectacle Island appears on the horizon, and you see the factory. And I think that is a good place to stop for tonight.
I agree.
Nice.
Good session. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
That was a bloody one.
It's tending to be. We're definitely
Yep.
keeping that going.
Well, the actions of episode 1 echo throughout the rest of the chapter. So
That's true. Yeah.
What if the maid lady was Valerie?
That'd be a hell of a twist. You guys almost had her. Could have ended this whole fucking thing.
I don't know if Valerie seems like maid material to you guys. Or not.
Well, she
Well,
could have been
It
acting.
was just a trick the whole time.
We
Yeah.
should have known she was trouble when she started running across the wall. Somersaulted through a window.
Her head turned 180 degrees. And she just
There's something
Yeah,
weird
just
about
flip
that
out the
maid.
window.
Just couldn't quite put my finger on it. But yeah, that was an awesome session, man. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So, let's see. I'm not sure if I'll be available next week, just because that's a very busy weekend, like with a lot of family stuff going on.
Okay.
But I'll let you guys know probably in a couple days. I'll have a better idea. But after that, should be good for a while.
Okay.
So potentially have next week off, but I'll let you guys know.
Sure. Works for me.
All right. Well, go through and do all of our favorite stuff. So Tripp, we'll start with you.
I like comically luring everyone in and killing them.
Agreed.
It was a good
There's
strategy.
there's like a body, like 6 body pile.
Yeah, we were die-harding it hard.
The hardness. And then Dolo coming through doing the whole fucking puzzle on the break.
Look at this nerd alert.
She literally walks up, looks at the dots like, I know what that is.
Oh yeah, done. I think my favorite part outside of that is definitely dog gaslighting someone to death.
Oh yeah, that's so good.
Like personally, like me
Just
as a
fucking nailing
person,
it.
I feel guilty about that. I'm gonna carry that shame to my grave.
That was so funny. And he just like the roles just went perfectly along with it because like most of the time it feels like when you want to do something so silly and stupid like that the game's just like no thank you, and then some of the time the game is like yes, have fun, here's your perfect role.
Yeah, that was perfect. I would say that was probably my favorite part too, just because I was like, in the back of my head, I was like, oh man, I'm like the worst kind of person for doing this, but I'm also 100% going to do this. So yeah, that was probably
feels
my
on
favorite
brand
part.
for your character.
That was also my favorite part.
Tricking a guy into like, wait a minute, did I call these people here? What's going on? Do I not remember?
You like gave him an existential crisis to the point he had to sit down and think about it. So just you fucking kill him for it.
What's great about it is we were so fucked for a second there, and then it just turned around. I like that you're executing people with a needle. Like you're like
Yeah, that's especially
like that chick
brutal.
from Kill Bill.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah, that was
Sippy,
good.
your turn.
That's my favorite part too, man. You gaslighting the guy to death. Yeah,
Gaslighting doesn't exist. You're crazy.
yeah,
Death by confusion.
yeah. That poor guy. He didn't even know he was dead.
You made him question his entire life and existence before he died.
Well, that's the best way to go, or the worst way to go. It really depends on how you look at it, I guess.
I feel like it takes the struggle out of it.
That's true. At least it was quiet. He had a nice sit.
That's all you can ask for.
Oh, wait a minute, huh? Pop.
That's my favorite cause of death. That's what I want.
Just,
Wonder
what?
they'll put on his tombstone.
Like, huh? Lights out.
All right, Libris, keeper of arcane secrets, close us out, sir.
My favorite part was the quick solution to the puzzle. Not like I spent a lot
Use
of time
that
on that or
big
nothing.
brain strategy
Mhm.
to
Well,
figure it
then-
out.
I'll just have to make the puzzles for the next chapter absolutely impossible.
Yeah, you
Yay!
to get it past ammo, you need to make it like a Gravity Falls fucking ARG level, like multiple layers of cryptography, and
Mm-hmm.
you gotta set up a geocache somewhere for her to go find, and that's the only
That'd
way
be
you're gonna
so
be able to buy
cool.
anytime.
See what I can do. I'll
I
call
know
in some
someone that could
favors.
set up a geocache for her to go find.
There you go.
Make her stream on her own Twitch channel.
There you go. Across the streams. All right. Well, that is going to be it for us. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'll get this uploaded to YouTube probably sometime within the next couple days. So if you didn't manage to catch the beginning of the broadcast, you can always find it there. Make sure you check out my new album on Bandcamp. I'm very proud of it. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'll be streaming more often as summer comes to a close. It's just been very, very busy for me with real life stuff and, you know, Scarlett's sister's baby showers next weekend. It's just been one of those summers where it's like every single weekend there's something going on.
Yep.
So, but that'll probably be drawing to a close like towards the end of August, early September, and I'm probably going to start streaming some Baldur's Gate. Just, you know, trying like the higher difficulty settings and failing miserably at things in front of you guys. That'll be a lot of fun. So,
Looking forward to it.
right on. All right. Well, on that note, we will either catch you guys next Sunday or the following Sunday. Until then, peace out, everybody. Bye.
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 Bye.